Good day, viewers, and welcome back to Regional Review. My name is Monique Adams, and I'm your South correspondent for Namibia Media Holdings. Today, we're celebrating World Vanilla Custard Day. We know it's a favorite of mine. Growing up, we would always have it after a nice Sunday plate. But since we're celebrating it today, make sure you go into the stores, get your favorite custard, some fruit cocktail, and enjoy it. So that's what we're celebrating today. So let's get right into today's show. First up in our new segment today, we take a look at the events that transpired at the celebration of food security and agriculture that took place last week here in Keetmanshoop at the Westdene Stadium.
Is to recognize local government and urban development experiences in dealing with issues of food security and to showcase best practice intervention as well as identifying challenges and prospects for improving food security levels across the continent. The focus for this year's theme is further dedicated to strengthen the fight against malnutrition in all its forms on the African continent, drawing on the potential of its population. Multiple factors, including land and crop degradation, periodic droughts, and weather-related shocks, poverty, limited access to basic food, staples and essential services, and population growth contribute to the emergency levels of malnutrition in Africa. In his 8th State of Nation address, His Excellency Dr. Hage Geingob informed the Namibian nation that, on average, the government spends in excess of 412 million per month on social safety nets and an additional 160 million on drought relief per annum. It's a lot of money that is being spent. He further highlighted that the government's social safety nets, including the food bank, drought relief, old age social grant, and grants to marginalized communities, people with disability, orphans, and vulnerable children, as well as the school feeding program, have gone a long way to mitigate hunger and poverty among many vulnerable households.
That we are too dependent on imports and that we are not able to sustainably produce enough to feed ourselves. It has taught us great lessons to put more effort into food systems to attain self-sustainability. As we are resolute in reaching our goal of zero hunger and bringing about food security to each home, the government has put in place all necessary policy frameworks with organizational structures to support food and nutrition security in the country in compliance with Sustainable Development Goals.
Now we take a look at Development Bank of Namibia that came to Keetmanshoop to engage with their customers here in the South.
Want to introduce to you today is the Agri-Enterprise Funding Facility. Now, you all know that AgriBank is actually the bank that really looks after agriculture business. So what we did is, because we also sense that there is an outcry in communities to the DBN to assist them in this particular industry, the agri industry. So what we did is we got together with AgriBank and we signed a memorandum of understanding, which means that AgriBank will play in their business of primary activities, primary agriculture activities. So AgriBank will be responsible for funding the primary agricultural activities of a business, and then DBN will then move in and assist funding the secondary value of that particular activity. Now, if we look at the primary activities, that is normally when you want to buy a farm, when you want to buy cattle, when you want to increase your herd, when you want to buy fertilizers. That is the primary activity of the agribusiness. So then DBN wants to take it a step further. So if you have a farm and you have cattle and you want to process or transform your cattle into packages of meat portions, because there is a demand, you have clients, we can look at that, because then we say, okay, why don't we look at setting up an abattoir for you?
So that's DBN in a table form. It simply tells us in the simplest possible way that DBN has a presence, we have a footprint in the Karas region. Even though we do not have an office in Karas, we do have a footprint. And by way of that table, it tells us that DBN have put over $1 billion Namibian in your region. Can you give DBN a round of applause? That's the story that's on that picture. So basically what it tells us is that when we are here tonight, we are not actually presenting to you an entity that is strange to this region.
Last week, Old Mutual visit Keetmanshoop to have their pitch night event where SMEs got to engage with judges to sell their service and product in order to win 85,000 Namibian dollars. One of the prizes were 50,000, 20,000 and 10,000. And this is what happened. On the 13th of August 2022, 3 entrepreneurs from Keetmanshoop won their share of 85,000 Namibian dollars through the Old Mutual Sustainable Economic and Empowerment Drive. During the ceremony, Unumasa Kavita of Kavita Sports Performance walked away with the first prize of 50,000 Namibian dollars. And he said, "I feel truly humbled by the whole experience. I'm so grateful to Old Mutual that provided us with this opportunity to learn and grow. I saw a gap in the market in the South where athletes have no facilities or coaches to help them elevate their performance. Through the Kavita Sports Performance, we create a conducive and safe space for athletes to train and practice."
Thank you very much, Director of Proceedings, for the opportunity. I'm also on my nerves. I don't know why, because I was not even a participant. I was just an observer. But I must say, as the winners say, all of you are very brilliant. You are talented. I'm really amazed by what I have just observed. We say, or let me say, you are not losers. The fact that you have participated in this exercise actually makes you a winner. It's just a matter of it was not your round to get the prize, but definitely your time will come. So congratulations for all of you, the fact that you have participated, you have showcased your talent, you have showcased what you are capable of. We have seen it. And I believe that this is not the only platform for you to participate, but grab any platform that is created, that you come across, and showcase what you have, what you can do as a human being and as a young person. He alluded something and he said, as SMEs, we need to work together. There's no need for you guys to compete against each other, but rather complement each other.
Straight Talk is a debate competition for high school learners and a spelling competition for primary school learners, mostly focusing on current affairs among the youth. Contact Zone at synergy.com.na to share your products and services. Straight Talk. Don't raise your voice, improve your argument.
Well, that has brought us to the end of today's news segment. Now we head over to our interview, where we got to speak to the mayor of Marienthal, Shireen Kok, as she shares what the town has planned for the rest of the year.
Ek is Shireen Kok, 'n inwoner en 'n dogter van Marienthal. Ek is nou 28 jaar in Marienthal. Ek is die jongste burgemeesteres in die historie van Namibia. En ek is dankbaar, ek is bly vir die geleentheid dat wat ek gegee is aan ons mense wat gestem het om in hierdie posisie in te kom. In Marienthal is daar soveel baie wat besig is om te gebeur en ons is besig om die dorp te transformeer in 'n smarter city wat ons kan sien en die vooruitgang van Marienthal om dit vorentoe te vat. Ons is besig met behuising. Een van ons kopsere in Namibia in Marienthal is behuising. Maar ons is besig om huise aan mense te gee.
Dis een slaapkamer en een toilet.
En ons beplan om meer shopkombuise in Marienthal op te maak. Daar is alreeds een, mevrou Mukunda, wat besig is om te gebeur. Ek sien die Loederse kerk is ook besig om deur te kom met 'n shopkombuis. So, ons is besig om meer shopkombuise in die dorp te fasiliteer. En ook die ECD Center, die Early Childhood Development Center, wat onlangs oopgemaak is. So, Marienthal is besig, ons is besig, en alles is net vir ons mense, die vooruitgang van die dorp. Ons wil vir Marienthal op die spyskaart sit.
Sport Wrap is a daily show focusing on all sport news and current affairs. If you would like to feature your brand or campaign on this platform, contact sportwrap@synergy.com.na.
Rehoboth is mostly sunny and warm, but with icy nighttime temps expected as from Thursday. Marienthal will also cool significantly as from tomorrow, while some cloud cover is forecast for Friday. Patchy clouds and mild temps are expected at Keetmanshoop, with a daytime high of only 16 forecast for Thursday. Thereafter, it will heat up a little bit. Karasburg is not as warm, with a high of only 15 forecast for tomorrow, along with mostly cloudy conditions. And finally, Ludwig is mostly sunny and beautiful, rising to a high of 27 on Sunday.
Well, that has unfortunately brought us to the end of today's show, but please do make sure to catch me again next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. My name is Monique Adams, and it's a goodbye for now.